to provide insights about the recent developments over at the Senate. We have Professor Ed Montaya, President and CEO of the Political Economic Elemental Research and Strategist, or PEERS. Good morning, Prof. Thanks for joining us again.
Good morning. And
all right, it's Angela and Angelo for News and Views, Prof. Of course, ang dami pong nangyari over the week. Unahin ko na lang po yung yesterday's announcement, completion po ng Independent Commission, ICI po ng Presidente regarding po sa mag-uimbestiga ng mga anomalous flood control project. What are your thoughts on that po, sa mga members?
well, of course, I'm inclined to think that the members actually were chosen carefully, no, by the president, and the background of each member speaks for itself, no. Obviously, I remember Secretary Singson to have started the monitoring system in the DPWH. I've been working with different foreign funding institutions for a long time. And I know for a fact that during that time, no, that was one of the requirements, or one of the recommendations made by our foreign funding partners, no,
Right.
especially those providing us official development assistance, or ODA money, no, na okay, fine, they will be helping us fund our infrastructure projects, pero dapat may monitoring. So when there was this hearing, when former Secretary Bonoan was asked kung namo-monitor nila yan, at ang sabi niya wala silang way to monitor it,
Right.
medyo nagtaka ako kasi meron na yun nung time pa ni Secretary Singson. And for all reasons, of course, the qualification of former Associate Justice Reyes speaks for itself, and also this forgot the name of
Rosana Fajardo.
Rosana
SGV.
Fajardo has been is very much what needed, no, in the independent body, kasi we have to follow the money, so to speak.
Yeah.
No? So I'm inclined to think that the body was thought well, no, by the president.
Yeah, madami nagsasabi very qualified naman daw members, pero may another school of thought na sana ginawang mas generic ang body, similar to yung construct ng the defunct PCGG, yung Commission on Good Government, para as a whole, yung mandate to combat corruption, which is escalating, hindi limited sa infrastructure daw. Ano thoughts niyo po dito?
Alam mo kasi, alam na natin kung ano nangyari sa PCGG. In fact, for the longest time, it's been there, no? And how many years have passed since it was created? And hindi naman yan permanenteng departamento, supposedly. Pero ano na nangyari, no? So, pangalawa, magke-create ka na naman ng another graft and corruption body. In fact, pati yung PACC, sinasabi nila, bakit daw ang tawag dito, inabolisyon. Actually, meron ka ng Deputy Executive Secretary for Legal. Yun ang yan, no? In fact, yung PACC, lalo na nung panahon ng dating Pangulo, binago nila yung executive order. Alam na alam ko yan because I've been invited a number of times by the late former chairman of PACC, Dante Jimenez.
Yes.
Ang nagagawa lang ng PACC before is investigate. No, and it's not even made under the office of the president anymore. It was made under the office of the executive secretary. So especially bago makagalaw ang PACC as it was before, wala. So sa madalit sabi, wala rin nangyayari. So in other words, I'm inclined to think that the reason why there has to be a body such as ICI is to precisely zero in on this very important, and I have to say very tragic
Right.
issue.
Well, aabangan na lang natin, Prof, 'di ba, kung sino-sino yung kanilang irerekomenda na makakasuhan dito upon their investigation. We have yet to know other details like saan sila mag-opisina, paano yung hearing na gagawin nila, etc. But moving forward, Prof, let's talk about also what's happening in the Senate. 1 week after na ma-appoint na Senate President si Tito Soto, may kuna naman tayong naririnig. What are your thoughts on this? Ano bang basa natin dito? Bakit nagkakaganito ang Senado?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, hindi ko maintindihan kung iniisip bang mabuti ng mga nagpa-plot, no, itong magiging implikasyon nito. No? Kapag pinalitan nila agad-agad, no, medyo nakakahiya yan kasi the shortest Senate President that served ever, no, would be this particular time that Senate President Soto will be serving as Senate President. Now, ito ay nakakahiya hindi lang para kay Senate President Soto. In fact, mas nakakahiya ito doon sa mga nagpa-plot. Kasi anong purpose nila? Anong objective nila for replacing him? So for obvious reasons, ito ay selfish interest. So in other words, wala pa hindi mo pa nga na-measure yung performance ng isang Senate bagong halal ulit. Senate Soto, at alam naman natin kung babalikan natin ng kasaysayan, siguro wala nang mas tatagal pa bilang senador, no, kaysa kay Senate President Soto. So kahit pa sabihin natin na siya ay dating host ng noontime show, yung experience pa lang, kaya nga siya ang go-to person when it comes to Senate rules.
That's right.
Kasi matindi na yung, mahaba na yung kanyang experience as a senator.
So ang tanong dito, Prof, kasi yung hearing, no, yung nangyari where the minority came out swinging against Senator Soto, do you think this was a calculated move to try to rally public influence towards the minority, hopefully to build their case ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano against Tito Soto?
That's kind of obvious, no, but the problem really is, no, whether the public will still buy, no, this kind of reasoning. I mean, siguro ako lang ito, no, and I hope ako lang ito, pero kung ang publiko naiisip din yung naiisip ko, siguro sabi nga nila, tell me who your friends are, and
tell you who you are.
Tell you who you are. So may credibility pa ba itong grupo na ito? I'm really sorry, no, but I mean, nakita naman na natin yung mga public hearings na nangyari. Mula ang daming kakaiba doon, yung mga simpleng linya na safe ka na, o biglang hindi pala safe. Yung mga simpleng linya na kailan ba kayo nagsimula sa DPWH? 2016. Tapos biglang yung kanilang affidavit, biglang 2016 onwards, no? Yung pala yun ang instruction ng Blue Ribbon Committee at that time. Gumawa kayo ng affidavit, no, na ito ang nasasakupang time period, no, 2022 onwards. Di parang sinabi mo, ang imbestigahan lang natin itong nakaupong gobyerno, institutional, systemic itong issue na ito.
Ayun nga I was gonna ask you nga, let's be transparent here. Ano ba sa tingin mo yung pinaka obvious selfish reason why would they want a change of Senate leadership in a week, in a span of 1 week? But you've mentioned it already. Dagdag ko na lang din po, Prof, yung sa House of Representatives. Ano ba sa tingin niyo din yung nangyayari naman doon? Meron din mga bulong-bulungan din ng change of leadership doon
Alam mo, hindi naman mawawala yan, sa totoo lang, Angela, no? I mean, I've been observing Philippine politics the whole of my career, no? And it's not unusual, no, that there will be a sudden change of leadership in whichever house, no? But the thing is really, before such change happens, the question is, who is behind? That's the first thing that you have to ask, no? Second, who is the one who's supposed to replace who? Kasi kung yung i-replace mo, hindi mo kayang, lahat naman yan dispensable, ano? Pero kung yung ipapalit mo, mas questionable doon sa papalitan, medyo problematic yan. I mean, we've heard several names. I mean, if you're going to ask me, I've seen many of them, and Representative Tiangco would have done a good job, except that at the end of the day, the decision is with the members of the House of Representatives. And I've been hearing medyo hindi ganun kadami yung natutuwa sa performance ni Representative Tiangco. So ako, outsider ako . So I wouldn't really know whether the way he's been performing as a member of the House of Representatives is
Right,
good.
right.
Whether you like it or not, it's a collegial body and so you will be judged by your peers. Okay? Yung pangalawang sinabi nila, si Representative Albi Benitez. Ano bang background ni Representative Albi Benitez? No? I'm sure, of course, that everyone knows, especially in the media, no? Online gambling ang background ni Representative Albi Benitez, and I think he also figured with this case of Arnie Teves, no?
yeah.
Though he has been vehemently denying it. And now you have Kiko Barsaga, no, going around wanting to be speaker, no? Nakita naman na natin, tanungin natin, ano bang background ni Representative Barsaga? Talaga
Actually,
bang napakagaling representative ba yan?
That
O
is
hindi
an-
ba modern nepo baby yan?
Totoo.
No?
That is an ongoing question actually.
That's right na. Saan siya graduate? Ano ang mga accomplishments niya? Kasi again, whether you like it or not, before you throw mud to someone, no, make sure that you are also you are clean, no,
Yeah.
or at least enough to stand scrutiny, so to speak. Wala pa ako nakikitang ganun so far.
Alright, sige. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan, Prof, but unfortunately, we don't have much time. Balikan ka na lang po namin sa susunod pang mga kabanata na I'm sure it's going to be an eventful na process. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Opo, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Professor Ed Montayo, President and CEO of the Political Economic Elemental Researchers and Strategists, or PEERS.